Oh, okay. So I wish I would have used my webcam in this one, but one thing you'll have to worry about with certain platforms is web pages that monitor IP addresses and whether or not one central or many IP addresses are used in certain platforms, and they may shut you off. So I've bought a separate laptop and put it in the office here, hooked it up to the same network, but left network sharing closed. So they have no access to the computer in the house. They only have access to that computer, and they use a platform called TeamViewer, and they're able to log in from where they're at in the Philippines into my computer here in my office and do all their tasks. And the platforms they go into, it looks like I'm doing it. It's on my computer. They're just doing it remotely from there in the Philippines. I don't track my VA's time primarily because I just never found a platform that I cared to use. And well, more so, I trust the VAs now. I found a company that, like I said, does work for other real estate agents, or not real estate agents, but real estate investors, and so they know the kind of tasks that we were looking for, and so they track their own time, and then they send me a report at about every 2 weeks, roughly. If you are having them use credit cards for whatever reason, you can either give them full trust and give them the credit card, and then just set daily limits or other firewalls there to protect yourself. I just do prepaid cards. You can either go get a gift card or one of those Visa reloadable cards, and then put the right amount of money there. So if you think you're going to do $1,000 in marketing this week, make sure there's $1,000 on it, and then they're not going to be going over $1,000, and they're not going to drain your bank account or your credit card and just blow up the limits. So there's that. I don't know what other questions I've been getting. So I've gone over how to find them, how to train them, how to pay them, how to avoid the IP deal. But just to reiterate, I mean, you can have these people do whatever you want. I mean, they're people. They're freaking smart. And oftentimes I've actually said, hey, how do you freaking do this? Like, for example, I pull water shutoffs and code violations and tax delinquents, and I want to be able to, quote unquote, stack my list, and I don't know how to do Excel very well. And so I sent them an email. I said, hey, all these lists you built out this week, is there a way to stack these things and find the duplicates? And they're like, sure, no problem. And within the next day I had the duplicate list, and the world had continued turning for me. It was awesome. But you kind of saw a little bit what I do. I have them do less now than I had been doing for quite a few months, just because I've dialed back on my single family marketing. Foreclosures and stuff is just personal preference. But you can have them do anything. I mean, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. I'm an investor, realtor, so you can have them do tasks for any business. If you are an e-commerce Amazon person, you can have them do inbound calls, outbound calls. You can have them import your Excel files into your freaking Shopify, or out of your Shopify into PayPal. You can have them do anything you want, and it's an extremely powerful tool, and I'll call it a tool because that tool has enabled me to relinquish countless hours of monotonous tasks that at times, if I was too tired, I wouldn't do them. And there's obviously some monetary losses there, but so I had to figure it out. So I got VAs. Anyhow, if you have any questions, shoot me a message, and I'll answer them. All right.